Go through the COVID-19 numbers in Virginia. Looking at the numbers as of this morning, there have been 16,901 cases and 581 deaths attributed to the virus. Right now, 1,431 people have been hospitalized and 2,196 have been treated and discharged. Now, today's news conference, the focus was on increasing testing capacity and maintaining a steady supply of personal protective equipment, or PPE. On that latter point, Governor Northam says starting next week, there will be 3 machines around the state that can clean up to 240,000 masks per day. Now, when it comes to testing, officials say they're now testing around 5,000 people per day, and they should increase that by another 3,000 next week when they sign contracts with 3 private labs, 2 in Virginia, 1 in North Carolina. And they also touched on how they will change how they report test numbers going forward, and mentioned how today you saw a 15,000 test jump compared with yesterday. They said about 10,000 of those are old tests, because up until this point, they had been counting one person as one test, even if they had been tested 4 times during the life of that virus, whereas now every single test will be counted to that total number. Officials say that other states have been doing it this way, and it will give them a better picture of the percent of positive tests, which is one of the metrics that they need to hit to begin the reopening process. And also today, officials said on the topic of testing, they are now expanding the criteria of who can get a test.
We're encouraging our clinicians across the state to test anybody who's symptomatic, or if a healthcare provider deems appropriate, to test someone that might be prioritized who's asymptomatic, but you could imagine could be a close contact with someone who is or is very high risk and is undergoing a procedure.
And Governor Northam also said that on Monday he will be giving more details into the plan of what the phase 1 reopening will look like here in Virginia. Among the details that he plans to discuss is his executive order that has closed many businesses in the state, that is set to expire next Friday. And Northam will talk about whether or not that will be extended or allowed to expire.